Welcome to our lesson, dear students. Thank you for joining us. I hope others will join during this presentation. So, let's introduce with our topic. Today's topic is dealing with customers, the shopping experience. The dealing with customers is one of the keys to your business success. If you can deal with your customers politely and uh, properly, your business can burst and your success can develop, and you can enrich your uh, business plan with the needs of your customers. And shopping experience. Shopping experience can provide you the sense of the financially savvy. The financially savvy means you can save your money properly and also purposefully without any extra expenditure for the increased products. For example, the expensive. There is expensive that in fact it's not real price. So the shopping. Why do we need shopping? So in order to satisfy our daily needs and also our personal needs, we need shopping. The shopping experience starts when a customer enters a store or an e-commerce website and stops when this same customer leaves with its purchases. In our capital city, Toshkent, there are a lot of stores and also mega markets where you can find different types of products in shelves. You know, and each company of each company has their e-commerce websites where you can introduce and familiarize yourself with the details of different products and their qualities, prices as well. And the you can find many conditions for buying something when you enter such kind of mega markets or other stores. For example, here you can see different kind of wheelchair like this. And this is also what shoppers may think because they don't see behind the scenes. This phrase means you don't know what's happening behind the process of this shopping, you know, uh, because they are more complex. You don't know what you don't know the process or the process in which these products has been produced and uh, how much does it cost in total really. And also you don't know in what quality is that product, although you looked at the date of the and availability of this product. Let's take a deeper look at what it is. Yeah, what's the shopping experience? So multiple touch points for multiple interactions. So the first, we should consider shopping experience in its entirety. Okay? With the rise of new technologies, there are a lot of new touch points allowing shoppers to interact with a brand, whether it is a TV commercial, So whether it is a TV commercial, an online ad on a search engine, or a Facebook post, and these are the starting points to the shopping experience. The social networking systems is full of the product advertisements. You can see the design bursting advertisements about a new product, or for example clothing, or the stylish brands of the mobile phones, for example, the Samsung or other iPhone brands. You can see many advertisements about the uh, brand new products. The shopper is looking for a product or a service and might be interested in your offer and brand content. You know, um, Brand loyalty is one of the most important noticeable character of the shoppers, because there is a general trend among the consumers that it is somehow natural to follow the brand new products, which raise their interest for their offer. And here starts not only the shopping experience, but shopping journey. From a mobile search to the visit in the store, interactions, shoppers' brands are increasing, and brands need to figure out how to catch shoppers. In the world, there are many brands that can satisfy the desires and needs of the customers. For example, one of the top one is Samsung. The cell phone, this kind of mobile phones are very catchy, and they can figure out what uh, shoppers want and expect from their cell phones. If you see their camera, they can very visual, and they can take high quality photos. Which is one of the key aspects of the cell phones. And also the China is also the most tradable, because they can they can sell a lot of products around the world, because their marketing strategies and their brands are expected to be successful, and becomes competitive with their counterparts in other countries. As you know that this may raise the expectancy of the trade war between the with the U.S., because highly successful they are highly successful shopping experience with their products in the world markets. So from interest to narrowing down options. So now that you have raised the shoppers interested, the process of narrowing down the options starts. Whenever you finished the making your shoppers' interests, the next process is narrowing down the options process. And is your product or service the best fit to the shopper's expectations? What about the competitors? Is the price a correct match? Once a shopper has shown interest in a product or service, all other options are considered. You have to inquire yourself with these kind of questions. So you should evaluate the expectancies of your customers, and you should also plan the potential price of your product, and also you should take into the consideration of the target market situations. Okay, and you should learn the needs of your customers, and you should also observe and identify the conditions of your target market. So once a shopper has shown interest in a product or service, all other options are considered, from comparing prices online to seeking alternatives. Now in this digital age, you are not expected to go to the street market and ask the price of each product at personal. You have a laptop with internet connection, and you can go to websites of the companies, and you can see the prices of the products. You can compare with yourself with your product, and you can find alternatives. You know, and this process is also considered a part of the um, you know narrowing down the options, because you narrowing the price lists into alternative one. So this is where brands can improve. By narrowing down the options, you can improve your brands. Why? By providing shoppers with more content to answer their needs, as well as creating seamless online and offline experiences that will naturally lead the shopper to the right product. User experience. So, user experience is also a key. It starts before the act of purchasing the product. You know, if you take the questionnaire about the user's experience for the kind of your product, and if you have analyzed the questionnaire results on about your product, and you can find some trends and some kind of general features about the product that you're going to produce. So the right place, time, price for the right product. It is also important when you are going to launch a business that is going to produce a product. So what could be more detective for a shopper than looking for a product that is not available? The way brands and managing their inventory is key in the shopping experience. Empty shelves or unavailable products are a good reason for the customer to switch for an alternative product and make you miss this sale. Okay, so that is why your products should be available on time. You have to plan and also provide your products delivery on time. Your stores should be full of the brandy products. Okay, so because you shouldn't lose the opportunity of getting paid and bursting your sales. And then the next one, making up its mind. So making up its mind after considering all options and finalizing the choice of the best product, the shopper needs to get its choice approved by its peers. you know. So here you can see how the shoppers can conclude. The social media has become a key level to help shoppers that they are in the right direction. But the most interesting part is how shoppers use reviews and recommendations to select a product. You know, you have to know how to use social media systems in order to give reviews and recommendations. For example, I'm going to give you a real life example. So, if in your real life experience, you see the bursting reclaims of the educational centers. In the educational centers, they taught the students, and some of their students got their success in the education, and they reclaim, they introduce that best students on behalf of their educational center. And this is also a review, because they're reviewing their success story, and they are recommending to select their educational center. There is also one of the marketing strategies that you can use. And moment of the trust. So you attracted the shopper which selected your product. The product is available, but don't think that you made it. You still have a long way to go until the final purchase. Okay, so most mostly online, some frictions can make your shopper run from your product, like a complex account creation page. For example, the tips uh, allow shoppers to check out as guests, limited payment options, and the delivery costs are the common. You know, so the main reasons why your shoppers don't want to buy your product are the followings: complex account creation page. You know, you see, allow shoppers to check out as guests. For example, if you say don't touch the product unless you buy it, it's not a proper attitude. It's not a proper attitude for your customers. And limited payment options. You know, it means if you deal with only the cash, I mean without terminal for the credit cards, this can also increase the possibility of buying your products. You have to set up the two ways of payment options: the credit card, and also your cash option. Delivery costs are the common also. For example, delivering products is also one of the common cases in this pandemic, in this pandemic days, because some people want to get their products by using delivery services. You know, but you have to take into account the delivery costs as well, because if the product is much more expensive than the non-delivered product in the same type, it means the buyers or shoppers may fail to buy your product. To offer the best experience to your shoppers, just try to place an order on your own website, and identify what's wrong. And would you pay a 10.99 for a delivery occurring between 3-5 days when purchasing a pen, for example. Probably not. You can't pay such kind of price for a pay which is postponed or delayed. There is a time lag between delivery and receiving your product. You can't pay. That is why you should take into consideration. The pure players have changed the game, but if you are a brick and mortar brand, you have tons of weapons to address this issue. You know, it means if you if you have a strict planet and so analyzed way of buying your brand, your pure players can change the game. You know, you can, because your customers can change their mind, and you can address this issue whenever you encounter them. Because you can provide them why it's so expensive and why the target market situations want you to do so. If you have a true and well comprehensive explanations for your customers, they can change their mind. The last mile. So, while logistics is probably one of the most important, let's imagine your shopper has purchased your product online and took the click and the collect option, then comes at your store and there is no track record of its order, and you may have lost your shopper forever. You know why? Because your customers may be suspicious about this case, because a lot of stores are offering the track record of the products, and they came to the mind whether this store is official or unofficial, or maybe there are you know such kind of liars or others. They can thought in this way. That is why you should be careful. You should take into consideration each aspect of this uh, marketing. So after sales and consumer services, after sales and consumer services, the product has been picked up, delivered to our shopper, and many people would think that the shopping experience is done. But what if the product doesn't work and the shopper complains on the Twitter? The shopping experience definitely includes what's happened after the purchase. And the way you will help your shopper is key. If you take its case seriously and answering on social network, you will turn your shopper into a loyal customer. Here you can see how you can return your customer whenever something wrong with your product. And so how do we define the shopping experience? A shopping experience is a complex concept that stretches far beyond the fact of a shopper buying a product in a store, while our world is fast moving and digital led. A lot of brands are still focusing only on their products, but it's time to shift to a customer centric strategy to consistently offer the best experience to those who buy your products. Here you can see in this competitive market how you can become a successful seller uh, by offering the best experiences for your shoppers. So, the customer centric strategy is a key to become failure, you know, because you you shouldn't think that if I put my product on the shelves of my store, that is enough to sell all of them. You shouldn't think in this way. You should know how to deal with your customers, how to reach their desire and needs, you know, how to design your products and how to nourish the quality standards of your products, and then your business can boost, and you money comes to you, and you can also expand your business. So uh, take this into account. So here's I'm gonna recommend you to watch this video. This video is the link is available here, as you can see here. Um, the presentation will be also available after this lesson. So now our time is gonna over. So that is why I'm gonna tell you that thank you for your attention and attendance as well, dear students. If you have any question, feel free to ask, because we've learned a lot how to deal with the customers, and what is the shopping experience, and step by step we've learned the key characters of these topics, how they change, and the moments of the trust. Finally, we've learned the shopper-centric strategy is more effective in your target market. Okay, so now its time is over. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Okay, take care. Thank you for your attention.